Kia ora, New Zealand. In your bulletin today, police have released the name of the man whose remains were found in a burnt-out vehicle in Kaikoura. He was 28-year-old Adam Tolman, a British citizen who has New Zealand residency. Police believe the death is the result of an accidental fire. And it's still too dangerous to attempt to recover the bodies of the 29 Pike River miners. That's the message from the government. Family spokesman Bernie Monk is accusing John Key of refusing to discuss a body recovery plan. Minister Stephen Joyce says it appears Mr Monk was hoping for a different message from the government than the one he got.
It is still too dangerous. They're still working on a plan. I don't think anybody's saying there's a plan that could guarantee the safety of people going in any reasonable level. But he doesn't want to hear that message, and I can understand that. I don't know that I'd want to hear that message either.
Bernie Monk says the feeling in the community is that they're still determined to go down the drift, despite the Prime Minister's claim it's too dangerous and expensive.
We have already started going down the drift. We've already put 2 doors in under extreme conditions with the experts in place, which was Mines Rescue.
And St John says it's had no reports of injuries following a widely felt aftershock in Christchurch. The 4.3 earthquake struck just before midday at a depth of 11 kilometres. It was centred near New Brighton. And staying in Christchurch, Mayor Bob Parker called them heroes as he paid tribute during an awards presentation today. 100 officers were given red and black striped ribbon that will be worn on the right-hand side of their uniform. Bob Parker said they did us all proud.
We would not have been able to survive the chaos if we hadn't had men and women who knew exactly what you had to do.
And a group opposed to Mike Tyson's latest visa bid says New Zealand doesn't need him. The government's considering a second application to allow the former boxer and convicted rapist into the country. Denise Ritchie from the Stop Demand Foundation doubts his one-man show will reveal a reformed man. And to the US, and Republican Mitt Romney has surged into the lead in opinion polls on the White House race. He came out on top in last week's first head-to-head debate with President Barack Obama. According to US polls, Romney has 49% support over Obama on 45%. And research into plain packaging of cigarettes is turning tobacco companies' arguments on their head. Studies conducted by the University of Otago canvass the public's view on plain packaging and the effect advertising for cigarettes has on them. Professor Janet Hook from Otago University's marketing department says the findings are quite clear.
69% of the people who we interviewed or who were surveyed supported the introduction of plain packaging, which we think is a very high level of support.
Double Olympic champion Valerie Adams has the chance to add another accolade to her mantelpiece in 2012. The Kiwi shot putter, who belatedly won gold in London, is one of 10 nominees for the International Athletics Association Female Athlete of the Year award. Among her competition is Olympic 100-metre hurdles champion Sally Pearson, who's the defending champion of the crown. And finally, Fearless Felix admits his nickname is not really that accurate. He's the Austrian daredevil skydiver attempting to become the first person to reach supersonic speeds without the protection of an aircraft by jumping out of a balloon on the edge of space. Felix Baumgartner's plans were postponed until tomorrow due to high winds earlier this morning.
Well, I am scared because you're going up to 120,000 feet, which is a really hostile environment. And no matter how much you have prepared yourself, you never know how it turns out until you do it for real.
Felix will be in free fall for 5.5 minutes above the New Mexico desert. And that's all from me and the Rima News team. Māori ora.